Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. Guys, in this video, I'm going to talk about natural muscle building potential, show you how much muscle mass you can build each year, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, how much muscle mass you can expect to build as a natural over the course of your life. Now guys, we're going to talk natural muscle building potential. There's a lot of science behind this, but I don't have time to get into the science in this video. If you're curious about the science behind natural muscle building potential, I want you to Google Dr. Casey Butt, B-U-T-T. Yes, I know it's a funny name. He, chuckle, chuckle. But Dr. Casey Butt studied 300 natural bodybuilding champions, legit bodybuilding champions, the best of the best. He compiled this information and it presents us with a reasonable goal as far as natural muscle building potential. What the information I'm presenting isn't something that's meant to restrict you, limit you. What it's meant is to give, the purpose of this information is to give you a reasonable goal as a natural, some reasonable standards as a natural. So, with that said, let's talk about it. Now, the average natural can gain about 30 to 35 pounds of muscle over the course of their lifetime. That is this cup right here. This is your lifetime potential right here, 30 to 35 pounds of muscle mass. How much you can gain can depend on a number of factors. How tall you are, your bone structure. Guys with thicker bone structures tend to build a little bit more muscle. Let's just say 30 to 35 pounds of muscle mass. That's our general guideline. Something I want you to recommend, or something I want you to remember the average lifter can accrue. Now, how much can you build during year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4? It works kind of like a half-life. You can build about half the amount of your potential during your first year. So let's say your potential is 32 pounds. Let's say you're genetically wired that you have the potential to build about 32 pounds of muscle mass. During your first year, let's see if I can pour this without spilling. I spilled a little bit. You can build about 16 pounds of mass in an optimal environment. If you're doing everything correctly, eating correctly, lifting correctly, etc. Most people don't, but if you are optimal in your training and nutrition, this is about what you can build the first year, 16 pounds. So you can see this is your potential that you have left. Now, the potential you have left during year 2, you can build about half of that. So each year that you pull out of this cup, you can take about half out for the next year. So for year 2, let's see what we got here. Oh, I took out a little too much. So that's it. That's year 2. So year 2, you built about 8 pounds of muscle mass. You can take out about half of that. Each subsequent year, you can take out about half the amount of mass you have left to build. Let's see what we got here. Too much. Okay, close enough. So for year 3, you've just built 4 pounds of muscle. So 16, 8, 4. This is what you have left. You can see it is about 4 pounds of muscle mass. During year 4, okay, you built about 2 pounds. So 16, 8, 4, and 2. And this, after about the first 4 years of training, you don't have a lot of natural potential left. You're just scratching it out for the rest of your training career for pounds and ounces. That's about it. Maybe 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds of mass. That is it. So, again, to recap, whatever you have in this cup as your potential, you can take half out during any given year. Half out. So we took half out and put it in here, and we're left with about half of this cup. We can take half of that, half of that. Now you can see after year 4, you only have about 2 pounds left. There's not much to take out, but you still have to train hard and heavy. You still have to work hard at the gym to make these gains. What about the guys who go into the gym and they don't make good progress during their first year. This is most of us. Most of us aren't optimal in our progress during the first year. So here you are, here we are, the average lifter with about 30 to 35 pounds of gains to make over the course of our life. And we go into the gym, we're doing bro splits, we're doing nonsense, we're not focused on progression, and oh my goodness, we hardly made any gains during the first year. That's sad, I know. We didn't make any gains during year one. So, the question is, hey, big, hairy, ugly dude, this was me. I just spent the last year making, I made a few gains, but not many gains. How much can I gain during year two if I get my head out of my ass and learn how to train and learn how to eat? You can take what's left in your gains glass, you can take about half of that during year two. So, close enough. That's it. Year two, look, you can still build a lot of muscle during year two, and then this is what you have left. You still have quite a bit in your gains glass for year three. So, for year three, you can take out about half of that. And for year four, you can take out about half of this. So bear with me here, I'm making a point. Now, the point is, hey, big, hairy, ugly dude, my gains during year one sucked. What will my gains look like during the subsequent years, 2, 3, and 4? Now, even if you have a bad start, a bad first year, or a bad couple years, you can make a lot of progress the next couple of years. Your second year will be, maybe is about 12 pounds of muscle, maybe about 6, maybe about 3, and you still got 3, 4, 5 pounds of muscle left. So, no matter where you're at in your lifting experience or your gains experience, if you haven't made a lot of gains, you can still make rapid progress the upcoming year if you learn to train properly, if you learn to eat correctly, etc. So, guys often ask me, hey, okay, that's great. In an optimal environment, I could gain about 16 pounds of muscle mass my first year. What happens if I barely made any gains? You know, am I going to be just creeping out a couple pounds a year for 10 years? You have the potential to gain about 30 to 35 pounds of muscle mass as a natural over the course of your life. This excludes the skinny guys who are underweight. If you're underweight at 120 pounds, you might be able to build a little bit more to get you back up to a normal level where you're not underweight. But these rules are extremely accurate. And if you look at the research, Dr. Casey. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.